Alan and Ava were thrill seekers, always looking for the next adrenaline rush. They had heard of an old carnival that was said to be cursed and haunted by the creatures known as the Serpent-People. Determined to face their fears, they set out on a road trip to find the carnival. As they arrived at the dilapidated fairgrounds, they were greeted by an eerie silence. The carnival was dark and desolate, the only sound coming from the creaking of the old rides. Alan and Ava started to explore, but they quickly realized that something was off. The shadows seemed to be alive, and they felt as if they were being watched. Suddenly, Alan heard a blood-curdling scream coming from the funhouse. Ava was nowhere to be found, and he rushed to the funhouse to find her. But as he entered the funhouse, he realized it was a trap. The doors slammed shut behind him, and he was plunged into darkness. Panicking, Alan tried to find his way out, but the funhouse seemed to change and shift around him. He was forced to confront his deepest fears as he encountered illusions of snakes, clowns, and other terrifying creatures. The air was filled with the sound of hissing, and he could sense that the Serpent-People were close. Just when Alan thought he was going to lose his mind, Ava appeared out of nowhere. She explained that the Serpent-People were real and that they had been trapped in the carnival for centuries, feeding on the fears of their victims. The two of them were now their next target, and they had to find a way out before it was too late. As they stumbled through the maze-like funhouse, they discovered a hidden room filled with artifacts and symbols of the Serpent-People. Suddenly, the room started to shake, and the floor gave way, revealing a secret passage leading to a hidden chamber. In the chamber, they found an ancient artifact that was said to have the power to banish the Serpent-People back to the underworld. With no other choice, Alan and Ava activated the artifact and stood back, waiting for the worst. Just when they thought they were safe, one of the Serpent-People appeared, revealing himself to be the carnival's owner. The owner had been using the carnival as a means to summon and control the Serpent-People, using their fears to keep them captive. In a twist of fate, the owner offered them a deal: serve as his pawns and he would spare their lives. But Alan and Ava were not about to let themselves be controlled. With a final burst of bravery, they shattered the artifact, banishing the Serpent-People back to the underworld and freeing themselves from the haunted carnival. As they stumbled out of the funhouse, they were greeted by the sound of police sirens. The carnival was finally being shut down, and they were safe. But the memory of their encounter with the Serpent-People would stay with them forever, a reminder of the true power of fear. They soon realized that they had not truly escaped the curse of the carnival. They started experiencing strange, recurring nightmares and felt as if they were being watched. And then one day, Alan discovered that the serpent symbol from the carnival was etched into his skin. In a desperate attempt to rid themselves of the curse, they set out to find the source of the Serpent-People and destroy it once and for all. But the journey was not without its challenges and dangers, as they were constantly pursued by the vengeful spirits of the Serpent-People. Finally, they reached a hidden temple deep in the jungle, where they discovered that the Serpent-People were worshipped as gods by a secret cult. Alan and Ava were then forced to face off against the cult and the Serpent-People in a battle to the death. Just when it seemed like all hope was lost, they managed to destroy the source of the Serpent-People's power, freeing themselves and the world from the curse once and for all. But as they made their way back home, they realized that they were forever changed by their encounter with the Serpent-People. They had faced their fears and come out stronger on the other side, but the memories of the haunted carnival and the myth of the Serpent-People would stay with them always, serving as a reminder of the true power of fear. In the end, Alan and Ava's adventure served as a cautionary tale for all who dared to face their fears, for sometimes, the things that scare us the most are not just figments of our imagination. Sometimes, they are all too real. And sometimes, the only way to survive is to face them head-on.